Welcome back to Wicked F150. So today we're going to start a little body work. First, merchandise. Grab the hoodies and t-shirts, okay? Have them, the shade of hoodie, black, white, gray. I think there's some blue ones on there. You're just gonna have to look at the different styles that they have. Red writing, white writing, blue writing. There's hoodies, t-shirts, regular sweatshirts. Take a look. Link's always in the description. Now let's take a look at the body work we got to do. So of course we have, regular bumper. Okay, that's what we're going to start with today. We are changing it to the Raptor bumper, and this is the way it came. Just to get out of all the plastic and everything like that you see over there. It was a lot. Now the link that I will put in the description for this bumper. The description for the bumper says it is ABS plastic. Which I wasn't thrilled with because I like, the steel bumper. However, plastic is plastic. I mean, it's the bumper. The bumper itself isn't really going to protect too much. It's still thin factory, so I'm not worried about it. But it actually came metal, at least. I don't know if it's steel, but it's at least metal. So description says plastic, but it's not. So whatever. But, of course, this is the centerpiece. The skid plate will come down from there, which was supposed to be here Friday, so I could do it all at once. But this time UPS has messed up, and it has sat now for 6 days in California and hasn't moved anywhere. So that'll be something next week. But center, and then both ends and brackets for whatever, I'm assuming just to mount it up. But then your new hardware. We are going to put it on, but we're not going to do it like this. We are going to paint match it. I went to Automotive Touch-Up. I got the paint, the Oxford white paint that is currently on the truck. I got that, gloss and all of that, everything you need to paint any spot that you need repainted. It's sitting at the house, in the house, so it can be, warm. But before we paint it and all of that, we got to remove this one, test fit that one to make sure that it fits on, and then as long as it does, we're going to paint it and put it on. Now I need to make sure that it test fits, and anybody that does the same thing, you need to make sure that it test fits before you alter the part in any way, because then you can't return it. So just in case, I'm going to test fit it first. But the bumper, then fender flares, they will be here Tuesday. Those will be painted to match as well, and then they will be put on. Now, if you can see, I have a little bit sticking out, yeah, because I only put 1.5 inch spacers on it. So the factory fender flares are going to be removed, and I found 1.5 inch fender flares, so they're not going to stick out too wide like some of them do. So they shouldn't be tucked in too much until I can get rid of these rims and get a new set to push it out even farther, which you can purchase if you're local. You can purchase these rims. They're always kept clean. They're nice. They are plus 18, 20 by 9. And you can have the spacers too. I'll throw them in if you want them. But if you're local to OKC, you can message the Instagram or Facebook for that. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Got to, of course, take this all off. Plenty of videos on how to remove the bumper and the grill and the headlights and all that. Plenty of videos on the channel. Take a look. I'm not going to include all that, so I'll see you once it's off. And it's done. Take a step back. And yes, I see the driver's side. I'm aware, and I know why. That's a different day. If you can tell, it's getting dark. This is literally taking me all day, and it's probably my fault. With my eBay ordering, of course, nothing can come correctly. I need to quit being such a cheapskate. But that's another thing. So to take your original bumper off, I apologize it's not in the video. But like I said, bumper's been a headache. On your original bumper, you literally just pull these plastic trim tabs off. There's two 21 millimeter nuts that you got to pull off, to here, and then in the same spot right about here up underneath there's another one. 21 millimeter, and your whole bumper can come off. That is it. 6 bolts holds your bumper on. I was quite impressed with that. Would not have guessed that in any way, but that's how you take it off. If you can see, I did swap over the light bar, just drilled into the new bumper and put that in, bolted it in with brackets that I had already cut to mount it to the bull bar, which was in the plan, which is not now. So it is that easy. Painting, at the moment, it matches pretty well, but we'll see how it looks in the bright sunlight. Probably gonna have to, I know there's a couple spots that I have to redo here on the corner. It wasn't quite dry when I put it in, and messed it up right there. You can't really tell in the video at all, and unless the light hits it, you can't tell. But I want it to be perfect, and it looks like it needs another coat of clear coat on it to match the truck itself. But it wasn't a bad install. It wasn't bad painting. I sanded it down. I did 600, 1500, and then 3000 over the whole thing. Cleaned it off, and then put 50% coverage with paint from Auto Touch Up. It's a factory match paint, so I don't have any worries that it's not going to match. It's just getting the gloss to it, the same as the truck. Another warm day, of course, everything's going to get waxed and all that to try to help that. But like I said, 50% coverage, and then 3 full coats all over it. And then I only did 2 coats of the clear, which is probably the issue. So I'm probably going to maybe do probably wet sand the rough spots, redo those, wait for it to dry completely, and then redo maybe 1 or 2 more high gloss clear coats on top of that. Now, the reason this side isn't as flush as the passenger side is because that side doesn't fit right. So you bolt these in. It didn't come as one whole bumper. You bolt this corner piece to the main part itself, just 2 bolts on the back. That one slid in no problem. This one, it did not. So this top corner here that slides in, if it would focus here, this top corner here that slides into the main bumper, they didn't, when they put it together, they left this side a little thick. So I trimmed it. I had to trim it down just to be able to slide it into the main bumper, and I thought that was enough. Obviously it's not, because this needs to come in more to tilt this end up. So one of these warm days this week before, see right there, bad spot, got a scratch, need to redo. But before it gets cold here at the end of the week, hopefully one of these warmer days, I can take this back off and try to tear this apart and lift this back up. I may have to trim more of that inside. I just used a Sawzall to do it. But one thing I wasn't happy with is I like everything to be flush. I'm very OCD. If you watch the videos, apologize for the motorcycle. If you watch the videos, I'm very OCD with dusting and all of that constantly. So things fitting flush is a thing for me. And I wanted the Raptor bumper that sticks out farther so I could put on fender flares, the pocket style, and have it sit flush. I asked probably 4 or 5 different vendors if their bumper was, and they all fit factory. This one, well, I don't know, it should be wider, but I'm not entirely sure. So I took the chance, and of course it's not. It is the exact same width as a normal factory bumper. So now when I put the fender flares on, they're gonna sit out past, which just drives me nuts. So we may see about actually putting them on now, because the flushness, it does drive me nuts. But let me move off the boxes here so we can take a look from the good side. I do think it looks really good. I think it looks amazing. Hopefully I painted it properly, and then that holds up. I think that's going to be my biggest problem is my paint job holding up. I'm not the best, but hopefully I did it good enough that it holds up. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, there's more coming. The fender flares, they are supposed to be here Tuesday. I am going to do a detailing video, hopefully this week, as long as the weather holds up. I got a lot of new products that are extremely amazing at giving you the look that you want for your vehicle, whether it's a car, truck, SUV, doesn't matter. But gonna do a detailing video, the fender flare video. Hopefully the roll bar should be done soon. I'm supposed to go this week, hopefully, to drop it off for test fitting and all of that. Then, of course, one more thing. This amp. So I got the factory kicker, sub amp. Apparently Ford decided to stop putting the connection in 2019 XLTs to be able to go ahead and wire it up in the rear driver side pillar. I don't have that connection, so now I got to figure out how to do that. I don't know nothing about this, so I tried the Facebook pages, but nobody really seemed to actually be able to give me any answers. So I may have to just call a shop and see how much they would charge to get this powered up. But that's also coming. See how that sounds, especially with the Linkswell screen. See if it really makes a difference. But I hope you all had a wonderful new year. I hope it's off to a great start for every one of you that are watching this video. And have a great week. Hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you all next time.